What's going on, everybody? It's GameUnboxingReviews here, and today I have a new video to talk about lots more news on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game, including a new villain reveal. What could he be? You'll just have to find out. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so first off, I thought I'd start off with the news, and then we'd go to the questions which Beanox answered on Facebook and Twitter. So first off, the movie's take on characters like Green Goblin, Harry Osborn, and Aunt May do make an appearance in the game. However, the story is original and does not follow the events of the movie. So, you know, you'll see Spider-Man in his movie costume, and you'll see Harry in his, and Green, and you know, Electro and things like that. But it's not really trying to go the same route as the movies, because you've got characters like Carnage, Kraven, Black Cat, you know, things like that. So it's definitely not really going the route of the movie. In fact, I think it's probably safe to say it's just using the name and a few character designs. That's pretty much it, really. But it's nice to see that they're going for a more original story, because that's definitely what I'd prefer. Okay, so now on to the exciting reveal which I was talking about. So in an interview with Beanox and a website called digitaltrends.com, they talked about, you know, the game, and they were talking about the story, the gameplay, the open world, and also villains. And they said this: there's also a new set of villains for Spidey to battle, including Black Cat, Kraven the Hunter, Venom, and more. I'll just let you take that in for a minute. Yep, Venom. Venom is in this game. So now we have a grand total of Electro, Green Goblin, Kingpin, Kraven the Hunter, Black Cat, Shocker, Carnage, and Venom. That's 8 villains. 8 villains in this game, all, you know, really well known in the Spider-Man universe, all really exciting, and I'm definitely really excited to see how they're going to do Venom in the game. I mean, it makes me think, will Spider-Man get the black suit in the game? I highly doubt it, but it's nice to think about. And I think it'd be really cool if the final battle is Carnage and Venom, because I think I can see it going this way. Basically, we face off with Eddie first, who gets the black suit, and then, you know, he's defeated, and then I think Oscorp are going to kidnap him and start doing tests on him, and then create the offspring known as Carnage. Then they'll bring Cletus Cassidy into Oscorp and test on him, and he'll become Carnage, and then he'll let Eddie free, and then they'll work together and try to take out Spider-Man. That's how I think it could work. It's probably going to be different, but that would definitely be really cool. So yeah, Venom is in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. So awesome. Now, we all know about the hero or menace system. You know, if you do good, you like, pedestrians will clap and take pictures of you when you swing by, and when you're more of a menace and just forget about all the crimes, they'll scream and run away from you, and the task force will pretty much want you dead. Well, Beanox actually wouldn't say how the hero menace system might affect the story. Now, that's interesting. So if it does affect the story, that could definitely count as, you know, multiple playthroughs, because you might have went through being more of a hero through the whole game and had a really happy ending, and maybe when you go through the game and just ignore crimes, it'll be more of a darker ending. Not too dark, because, you know, he is Spider-Man, he's not trying to kill people, it's a more darker ending. Maybe it could be something like that, but I think it could be more on the lines of maybe more villains in a mission, or maybe you have to deal with more in a mission because you're more of a menace and you haven't bothered to stop these bad guys before, and now these are the consequences which you've made, and you have to sort them out, really. If you so choose, then yes, you can just swing with one arm to web swing with, but the result is an awkward movement that will slow down your momentum and basically pin you right into a wall. So it's best to use, you know, alternate from the left arm to the right arm to swing properly, because that's how Spider-Man swings. And personally, I'm really happy to see this, because it's we haven't seen this type of feature since Spider-Man 2, so it's nice to see that the swinging's come back. And you can also swing from trees. However, it's been said that the taller the building, the more surface you have to connect. Now, the thing I'm interested in about the swinging at the moment is, we know all of this, we've seen it, it looks cool, but the idea of swinging from trees makes me think that basically what I'm hoping for is you shoot a web, you're hanging on a building or a tree, and you can just sit there. I'm not talking about web yo-yo, I'm just talking about hanging on the web. Like in Spider-Man 2, you shoot a web and he just sits on it and he just holds it, and if you jump off it, he lets go. I kind of hope it's like that, but, you know, if not, it doesn't really matter. Just, it would be pretty cool, I think. Now, experience in the game is earned by completing story missions, saving civilians, and stopping random crimes that are going on throughout the city. So, you know, like for example, muggings and carjackings. You can then spend your earned experience by making Spidey stronger, giving him new moves, and even different types of webbing which he can use during combat. So I think they said like there was some sort of ice webbing when it was early in development, and some sort of webbing that explodes items on impact. I think it's really cool to see things like that because well, we haven't seen it since the PS1 games. I mean, they had like electric webbing, fire webbing, ice webbing, so it's pretty cool to see them returning. The game's take on Manhattan is said to be big and more grid-like than the real version, which makes it easier for the player to web swing through the city. So I definitely think that Beenox has focused all their assets on the swinging in the city, because that is the thing we all enjoy doing the most. I mean, yes, stopping crimes and that is fun, but part of stopping crimes is getting there and having good, a good time swinging there and then taking out the foes and then swinging somewhere else. It's all, the swinging is a very, very important part of being Spider-Man, and if they can get it right, which I do think they have, it could definitely sell a lot of copies, and I do hope it does, because I think Beenox deserve a lot of money for this game, because personally I think it looks amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about some of the answers that Beenox gave to some questions that fans had on sites like Facebook and Twitter. Alright, so first off, when asked who is composing the game, Beenox replied with, "It's Samuel Laflamme from Montreal. He's previously worked on games like Outlast and Tiny Brains." Now, Outlast is a very creepy game, and the music is a huge part of it, because it's mostly made to make you think you're scared, and then it adds to the scariness when something pops out and you have this big dramatic sound play. So I think that hopefully Samuel has made some pretty cool music for like the Carnage and Venom missions, because I can just picture like Spider-Man creeping around slowly looking for Venom and Carnage, and then out of nowhere, boom, Venom and Carnage just jump out of nowhere and attack him. I think that's going to be pretty cool, and definitely, I think it'll definitely impact on the stealth elements of the game as well. Now, the game is similar to the previous game in terms of length of the story, but the only difference is that side missions will continue to appear after the main story has been completed. Now, I'm fine with the length, because I definitely know I'll be coming back to the missions anyway, especially since you get to fight, characters like Carnage and Venom. I mean, people are forgetting that this is a movie tie-in, and we have characters like Carnage, Venom, Kraven, Black Cat, Shocker. There's just so many characters which I cannot wait to meet in the game and fight. And also the Peter Parker sections of the game, I mean, those are just going to make it even better. I mean, hopefully we get to meet Eddie Brock and Cletus Cassidy before they become the symbiote monsters we all love. You'll be able to change your costume in the game about a third into the story, and I think it would be really cool if in the game we have, right at the beginning, he's wearing the first movie suit, because Beenox have said that this game takes place after the first game, so it would make sense to have the first game and obviously the first movie suit at the beginning, and then, he could like go home and build a new one. He doesn't have to wear it long, but it would make sense if he did wear it, and I think it would be a pretty cool mission for fans who really enjoyed the first game. In the first game, if you went up to civilians in the streets, you could press square and like Spider-Man would wave to them or say hello and things. Well, in the second one as well, pedestrians will talk to Spidey just like the first game. However, if you fail to complete heroic deeds, they will criticize you. So it'll be interesting to see if like Spidey argues with civilians or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. The game runs at 1080p for 30 frames per second on both the PS4 and the Xbox One. I think that's pretty good. I mean, it's nice to see that it's going to be running on 1080p, and I definitely can't wait to see how it looks on PS4. But personally, I'm fine with the graphics. I think they look fine. I mean, I'm more excited about the gameplay, the features, all the cool villains, the ability to walk around Aunt May's house. Little things like that for me are what I'm most excited about in the game. Somebody asked if we will see more costume DLC packs, like the Web Threads DLC, which you get for pre-order in the game, and Beenox said yes. So they said no to playable villains, but they've said yes to more costume packs. So if there are costumes that you wanted in the game that aren't in there, then they could still be coming at a later date, because they're making costume packs. And they didn't obviously give any specifics yet, but I think we'll probably hear something maybe in a month or two. it's really exciting to see that, because that means if you did pre-order it, we will have over 19 suits. Now that's a lot. I mean, we're already speculating DLC, and we don't even know the other 2 suits that haven't been announced yet that are in the actual game, so that's really cool. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for lots more news very soon, and thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe.